Hello everyone, welcome to this special report on my final accumulation plan. The most crucial aspect is the current situation. We're seeing tremors in Bitcoin lately with early signs of a market reversal. So the idea is to accept that we'll never hit the exact bottom. Instead, I'll explain how I'll invest 3,000 euros, not all at once, but over 30 days. This is my final plan to grab tokens at low prices. I have 80 cryptos in this bull market. 20 of them are just small bets, like leaving a $100 bill lying around. I'm setting those aside and not playing with them at all. However, I'll be active with the other 60. Obviously, it's a lot of tokens, but that was my strategy for this bull run. We'll see how it goes in a year. The idea is to avoid chasing more cryptos. I have more than enough. My strategy is simple. I have an Excel file with my 60 cryptos, and today I'll reveal the 10 small positions I plan to boost short term. Keep in mind this is just a snapshot of today. It changes daily. My approach is straightforward and I've done it before. Daily, I check my portfolio, sort it, and put $100 on the smallest position. I'll do this for 30 days until October 12th. This phase includes the ECB decision later and the Fed next week, but I believe now's the time to get in. It's the final push. For over a month, I've been frustrated by lack of funds like everyone else. I've saved USDT and added 2,000 euros because I want to start this plan now. As for the market, we're doing well, mostly in the green. Bitcoin's up 3% with impressive volume. We're seeing a golden cross. I've been eagerly anticipating this. Weekly golden cross, 50, 100, 200. Large wicks bouncing off the 50 MA. Expect a final 30% dip soon. I invest daily without hesitation. Nice bounce on MM50, range bottom. Cross will boost Bitcoin's momentum. Daily inverse head and shoulders. To conclude the analysis, let's switch to 4-hour chart. Here it is. Short-term trend reversal in progress. Not definitive, but first point hit. Trend reversed from highs to lows. We're working on it now. And there we go. We're on a great roll. No guarantees, we might dip again, but that's fine. I'm going to accumulate for 30 days straight. Looking at 4-hour, daily and weekly charts, I'm starting to see a bullish trend forming. It's not a done deal, as I've said before. If it were, prices would be much higher by now. That's why I'm implementing this strategy. Most importantly, it allows for a key transition. Many folks have ideas and do analysis and such. The difference is I'm showing how I take action. There it is. I've got my conviction now. No more overthinking geopolitics or US recession. I've got my plan and I'm pulling the trigger. So now I'll show you the 10 tokens I picked. This is today's snapshot. It changes constantly. These are my 10 tokens I'll invest in next 10 days. Failcoin recently crashed, dropping from 12. Let's check it out since these tokens took a big hit in my portfolio. It was a small historical position, but I'm still confident. If all goes well, I'll add $100 to Filecoin tomorrow. It's my smallest holding. My second smallest position, as I mentioned, is ZK. We skipped the ICO and let it drop. I started accumulating recently, but not much. When I review my portfolio, I realize it's my second smallest position. So similarly, the positions I'll be building up have dropped significantly. It was 30 cents, now down to 10 cents or even lower. So I consider this its new ICO price. I think most 2023 to 2024 ICOs are disasters, but this fits my strategy given its price drop. Next is W, another token I've mentioned on this channel. I've recently accumulated some. It's one of my smaller positions. I put in about $100, then another 150 or so, and it's among my smallest holdings. It's dropped significantly, but seems to be stabilizing. It's been tough, but I think now's a great time to accumulate more. It was nearly $2, now it's 20 cents. We'll see how it goes, but I'm planning to add more to this project. Next is Viconomy, an excellent project that's taken a big hit. It performed well in the early bull market, but it's been a while since we've looked at it. It's really taken a beating, down 82%. Luckily, I bought in recently, but even so, I'm taking a small loss. I'm increasing my Viconomy position. Next is a holding I didn't even remember I had in my portfolio. I can't even remember when I bought 0x, also known as 0x. It's incredible. It was just sitting in a wallet, down 80%. This reminded me I had it and made me realize how much it dropped. I'll likely add to this position soon. Next is TRB, which I've been trading frequently. I think I sold at a good time. I'd bought it, told you about it, and sold at some point, which worked out well. I recently bought a small amount again, and it's now one of my smallest holdings. It's an odd token, but I find it interesting. In December 2023, it was worth 70, and suddenly, out of nowhere, when the market was tough, it did a massive jump in just one day, about 10x. which is huge in such a short time. I think at some point he'll make spikes like this. And if he starts getting excited making spikes, the idea with TRB is to set limit orders, aiming for something specific, thinking it's heating up. Maybe it'll make these spikes, and we'll see this on many tokens during the bull market. I'll explain in detail what I do, but when we see this kind of candle, we think it might happen again. And you set a limit order, let's say at 600, and if luck strikes, there's a wick like that you've sold, making 4x in a day. So it's completely insane. It's a bit for fun, but I'll reinforce it. Also, it's an old historical line. I have Yurt Finance, a DeFi project I've liked. It took a beating too. At 60, I'll say it's far better than many. But here's an old asset I had in my portfolio that I'll reinforce. Next, HBR. I think it had a great first half, but the second half was one of the worst performers. 80 is among the small positions I'll strengthen. Lastly, Notcoin. I entered this token and I'm still in the green. Remember, we discussed it here. I said this token was interesting. It fell and we accumulated in a perfect zone. You can check back in May. What's crazy is we're returning to that zone. I barely invested 200 euros. It was a hit, then lost everything. I'm betting on Notcoin in this bull market. QNT has dropped so much that despite accumulating since 2022, it's now one of my smallest holdings. I plan to increase my position. To balance my strategy, there are two tokens I'll strengthen with funds. Chainlink, as it's lost a lot but has potential for 5x to 10x in this bull run. I think 50 to 100 is realistic, and I want to rebalance with solid projects. And lastly, AVAX. Its 68% drop is notable. We've talked a lot about Solana early on, but not much about AVAX, which went from 10 to 150 and got 100 times less attention than Solana. It performed great in the previous bull run, going from 9 to 60. That's impressive performance before its recent drop. I think it's a major player. AVAX is a safe bet that will perform well in the bull market. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview. If so, please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Ciao.